Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hybin. Wait, I have to start again. 大家好，我是慧斌。我不会听说汉语，so I'm going to speak in English back. So I'm going to introduce about Fablab Asia Network here for you. But before I introduce you about Fablab Asia Network conference, I want to give you some brief updates from Asia Network. So in Asia Network, since because we live very close, we try to expand Fab Labs in Asia all together. So we help each other to make their region to have a Fab Lab or know about the Fab Labs. So we do a lot of events every year. For example, in Korea, this is happening right now. So we're inviting Fab Labs in Asia to our region to introduce our Fab Labs and do some exhibitions and workshops together. Even in, we had Fab Lab Kamakura hosting mini Fab workshop. So how it works is that we invite Fab Lab contents, Fab Lab members to their region. We give them workshops. We introduce Fab Lab to their region, to their children, so that they can learn about what Fab Lab is. This happens a lot, actually. So if you're really interested in it, you join Asia Network, and please share your contents to other Asia region too. Next is a collaboration with appropriate technology and handcrafts. This is because we're very specialized in handcraft, and also some region of Asia Network not only contains Northeast Asia, but we contain all Asia region. So in some region, they are in need of appropriate technology. And Fab Lab is using digital fabrication. So how we work is that we develop appropriate technology by using digital fabrication so that we can spread out more sources to people who are in need of these tools. Also, for handcraft, people are trying to combine digital technology, 3D printing, laser cutting, to their handcraft work so that we can have more abundant and fruitful contents to share. Fablab Asia Network first is we're having like new labs coming up exponentially. For example, Fab Lab Saigon, they were actually built in like few years ago, but they lost their space. However, they had really concrete community in their region so that they could find another space and have a new space. American Embassy in Asia region, they're trying to make Fab Labs in Asia countries so that they can teach English and project-based learning by using digital fabrication. And they're starting to join Fab Lab Asia Network too. One Maker Group in Singapore, for example, they already had makerspace and they did wonderful work. And they're now trying to share their workshop contents and education program to Fab Lab Network. So they decide to join Asia Network too. In Korea, our government tried to make Fab Labs in developing countries so that we can spread Fab Labs in the countries who actually need this kind of education. So K-Lab project is actually it's running by Korean Fab Labs with the fundings from Korean government. It's a 5 years project. Sometimes we work with a typical topic, and we're working on zero waste. This is very upcoming issue in Asia Network. So this year we had Fab Lab Cebu from Philippines. They're living in this what they call wonderful ocean, and they collect trash and waste plastics. And make waste plastic sheets so that we can make bags and wallets together. We also have Fab Lab Bohol. They also have very, very beautiful beach. So the members in Fab Lab Bohol, they regularly collect plastic waste from the ocean and conduct workshop contents out of it. We also worked with bioplastics. And in our lab, we worked with the waste banners. So like this kind of event, we use a lot of banners, but we collect them and make a bag and give it back to the participants. Also, this year's fan event, we had a very strong rule to have a plan to reuse the materials you used or the things you made. So from the beginning of you design or make something, you always have to have the plan to reuse these kind of materials. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about Fablab Asia Network. So this is an annual meeting of Fab Labs in Asia. This year in Korea, we had 16 Fab Labs from Asia reviewing their work, annual work, and we did 14 talks. We did 29 workshops. It's a very lot of workshop, but we had this many workshops because we wanted to give all Fab Labs to share their work and share their contents. So it's not about learning from other people, but it's also about sharing their work with other people. And Fab City Campus. So now I'm going to show you a video of what we did in Fan 5.
Too many days in the darkness, without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, darling, you were meant to survive. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head. Just like a seed in a garden, you will grow to be tall, staring out over miles of land without it, but wanting to build up walls. Lift me up in your branches, we can watch the sunrise. Just a couple of bruised up souls that believe that it was worth one more try. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart and spend less time in your head. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head.
So as you can see, it wasn't about how to use the machines or how we make things, but it was about using this digital fabrication tool, and we co-create and we talk about how we can change the world with this kind of tools. So last year, I'll just pass this slide. So Fablab Asia Network started in 2013 in Yokohama. So it wasn't a actual Asia Network conference. It was a Fab Lab Network conference, the global one. And we talked about the need of this regional network so that we can have more concrete relationship between each other. And the first fan conference was in Bohol, 2014. The next one was in Taipei. Third one was in India. fourth one was in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. And this happened last year. And what happened was for the first time, we voted for the next venue. So before that, we volunteered. But after, there were many cities who wanted to host the event. So we did this votings, and Seoul won it. So we started together all Fab Labs in Korea together to host this event. So before Fan 5, actually, our Korean Fab Lab network wasn't that concrete. So we didn't actually had a real network. But because of we prepared Fan 5 together, now we're trying to share our contents to each other too. So, yeah, since we're running out of time, I'm going to just pass these pictures. Yeah. And as you saw in the video, we had Shanghai pitching for Fan 6, and they won it. So now I want to invite Jeff on the stage. We always do this when we pass on this host of fan conference. We give something to the next host. So actually, I decided in Korea and made it in Shanghai. So I only moved the data and used the local material and machines here. So this is for Jeff.
I think you have to be there. Okay, but before you pass to me, I have a important guest I have to invite, our Dean Low, because back 10 years ago, when I just came back to China, I was thinking about what's my next step. So he kind of invite me, 到了这么一个学院 to this new school, just brand new. Everything is, nothing. But based on the efforts we putting together, a dream, start with the dream point of a Fab Lab, and to today, look at the school, look at the people here, celebrating this moment. So I have to invite him to really support us in the Fan 6. So, Ding Lo.
Should I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically I think that, yes, in some way what Jeff said is true. Before, that he got the 2 master in architecture. And actually his life could have been totally different, right? Yes, a successful architect, especially during the golden age of China's urbanization. And he will be very famous. Yeah, but that one of the matter of fact is that I was an architect too, and I was a very productive architect, but I gave up my career because I really think that education is something much more important. So basically I use my own story to encourage him, and I'm very happy that Jeff in some way also gave up his career as a successful architect, and he worked on a totally new area, which is now a very famous Fab O. And there's a lot of story to share because but one of the most beautiful story of this college, if I list the 10 of them, for sure one of the most beautiful stories should be Fab Lab. It's not only a lab, it's not only people, but it's kind of an ecosystem. And I also have Ms. Zhang Yongmei, principal of our Tongji Huangpu School of Design and Innovation, and she's among the audience. I will say that this is another most beautiful story of this college. So I think later, maybe Jeff and Principal Zhang can share their story to all of you. But to give a talk, I like to say 2 things. So in 2013, when I was appointed a dean, at that time, the school is really nothing. But I worked together with my colleagues and I drafted a motto for this school. And the motto is to learn and create. for a meaningful life and a better world. So it's not because now, I mean, we say that we are now ranked #1 in whole Asia in the field of design, and that, yes, we have a nice motto, right? I always say that because of the nice motto, and we really want to do something beyond our own fields, and then we achieve, I mean, the achievement so far. And then the second story is that now, actually since last year, we already been ranked #1 in QS ranking in the field of design for 2 years. So this year, basically, is a 10 years anniversary of the school. So my president asked me, say, Dean Low, the school spent 9 years to rank #1 in Asia. So what's your dream for next 10 years? I say that for sure, it's not about the ranking. Because the ranking, we all know that it's secure what you, it's basically ranking secures what you really want to do. And for me, I think that the 10 years, I hope that the next 10 years, I mean, we can, there's a new mission or vision for the school is that the school can contribute visibly to human being civilization. So basically, that's our new goal and the new motivation. I really hope that the Fab Lab, together with this new mission and the new vision, and can be much more successful. And I really hope that this is a very unique group. Is that we not only work in our own field, but that we can out of box and hands in hands and achieve something incredible. Thank you very much.
好，感谢罗院长给我们的
Thank you very much for his wonderful speech. He's actually very busy, so it's actually quite difficult to like take his time out of his busy schedule. But I need to have the handover from Fan 5 to Fan 6. But how to do that? We actually need to. Thank you very much.